Hey there, StarCraft fans! Talk Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Radeon, going to be ASL favorite RoyaL versus Paralyze. Bottom right, Paralyze, Korean Protoss. He's back. He's been missing for a while, but he's back now. Top left. It is RoyaL, not missing in general, just missing from the channel. I feel like I need to clarify here. Paralyze is an up-and-coming Protoss player. Let's see how he does here against RoyaL on Radeon. Will he let RoyaL just come across the map with 20 tanks and siege up his natural base in his third and win the game that way? No. Paralyze knows how to slow down a Terran player. He knows how to swap into carriers when you need to. RoyaL also knows how to scan for carriers and punish a Protoss that's trying to go there. We have seen that happen. So that answers the question that I see sometimes saying, hey, how come every single Protoss player just doesn't get into carriers? Carriers are hard to defeat for a Terran. And the answer is, if you get scouted in the early stages of going into carriers, the Terran says, hey, there's a window here, moves across the map, kills you, and you're dead. So you need to keep the Terran busy or hope they don't scan you. Cast a PvT with scan on Eclipse a couple weeks ago on the live stream here on the channel, and scan did not scan the main base of the Protoss player for a long time. And carrier showed up. And he's like, oh, I have like 3 Goliaths. Never mind. Dead. And just tapped out. So gateway opening, top of the ramp here. Looks like gas is not on the way here. We've got a barracks at the top of the ramp here as well. So no super early gas. But we'll see the gas timing here. Gas before expand means you respect your opponent here. And Paralyze knows it's RoyaL. Does RoyaL know it's Paralyze? I don't know. Is this a distinguishable barcode? I don't think it is. But maybe if you play against it a lot, you know it's Paralyze, right? Oh, happy March, everyone. Hope you're enjoying ASL. It's ongoing. RoyaL's in there. Jaedong, Flash, and Bisu are in there. Gas timing from Paralyze now. Still no gas, so it's not going to be a factory. It's going to be an expand here, saving up minerals. 200 minerals already here for RoyaL. I think it's just going to be the last ASL, the last premier tournament for Brood War with Flash, Bisu, and Jaedong all in it together, right? Very sad. RJB thinks that Flash is the favorite to win. There's the expansion. Probe shows up and says, oh, going early expand on me, are you, governor? Yes. SCV says, get out of here. Don't harass my SCV building a command center. And the probe says, wouldn't dream of it, lad. Let's gas block you. If you won't take your gas, I will. Let's send across a Zealot. It is cross spawn, so a little bit of a further rush distance here for this Zealot. Sending across another Zealot. And a third one is on the way as well. So, are we prepared for Zealots, RoyaL? Yes, this is why the supply depot is here, right next to the barracks. Marines can fit through this gap. Right here, see this gap? Yep, see, right. Thank you for demonstrating, RoyaL. I appreciate that, but Zealots are too big. Too big and burly to fit through that gap. As my uncle used to say, I am a burly man. And no, he is not, but that's why it was funny. All right, so yep, just hiding in there, hiding in between the supply depot and the racks here. Wow, excellent control from RoyaL. And first Zealot dealt with, but guess what? There's more Zealots where this Zealot came from. The Zealot's like, recharge shields, recharge. SCV says, nope, can't run there. Bam, back the other way. Now it's a fully healthy Zealot, replacing the injured Zealot that died. But look. It's 3 Marines. 3 Marines versus a Zealot is the magical number that can help take down a Zealot without losing too many Marines. Look at this. Boom. 0 Marines down. 2 Zealots down. No kills. 3rd Zealot. Probe on the way. No, Probe says I'm going to go home. And there's a bunker there, so the Zealot says, fair enough. Excellent rebuff of my Zealot harassment here. RoyaL, you are indeed a worthy foe. And yes, he is. He's a worthy foe no matter how you swing it. Expansion finishing up here for the Protoss player. Well behind the expansion for the Terran player. And what's the answer to this? The answer is Dragoons with range. He's not making Dragoons. He's making a robotics facility. Is this a Dragoonless opening from Paralyze? What? What? Zealot says, can we get past there? No? Okay. Can still get hit by the bunker. The bunker's placed very expertly, so I can't get a run by without getting shot at several times. Huh. Imagine that. So this is the first Dragoon. First Dragoon being made at 4 minutes and 50 seconds. All right. What the heck is that blood splatter? I don't know. This is Zealot. Did he get a kill? No. Maybe he accidentally killed a Marine? That's a weird blood splatter there. CSI. We need to investigate. Do we rewind? I think we're going to rewind. There. Oh, okay. So, yeah. There was a Marine that didn't fit inside the bunker here. But how did he die? Yeah, look at that. Zealot comes up, getting rebuffed. This Zealot here. Full HP Zealot, too, mind you. Full HP. This Zealot has nothing to do with this Marine's death. How did you die, Corporal? Wait, hold on a second. Private? How did you die? Oh! He killed the lowest health Marine to make room for a full health Marine inside the bunker. It was a case of murder. That's murder. That is not war. When somebody on your own side kills you, that's murder. All right, SCV swinging in. Oh, doesn't see a Nexus. Reavers. Paralyze. We need Reavers here. We need an early Reaver drop. But look, we are preparing for it by making turrets along the edge of your main base. Armory walling off the access to behind the mineral lines. Everything is a-okay here from RoyaL, dude. So, again, RoyaL is a heavy favorite. Paralyze, what are we going to do to even up those odds? Range for Dragoons being started at 5.5 minutes. That is such a time to start range for your Dragoons, man. There's the Reaver stuff. Robotic support bay, vacuum cleaners, gathering around. Happy to be back again. Siege mode on the way. I guess that's, yeah, first upgrade of the machine shop here is Siege mode. That's not a very popular opening for a TVP, but RoyaL knows what he's doing. Hopefully, anyway. So we got a shuttle, we've got a scan. Yeah, scanning, seeing, hey, look, range isn't done for the Dragoons. Or maybe he thinks this is a +1. Oh, that could be something. RoyaL's like, is that a +1 attack for air on that Cyber Core? Or is that a very, very late range for Dragoons? I guess I did see the non-range Dragoon attacking his barracks, so he knows it wasn't done then. But Charon Boost immediately gets fired up. If you make too many Goliaths and there are no carriers, that can get you killed. So, 645, Reaver across the map. Charon boosting as you do. Third Nexus. Wait, what? Nexus on the way. There it is. I was like, down here? No. Over here. Okay, third Nexus right side. He's been preparing for this to be an expansion for a while, but choosing to expand over here, a little bit further away from the Terran player. Ramps do not help you when there are siege tanks. So, fair enough. Over here. Are we making Goliaths? No. Production tab says we're just making SCVs right now. We have a Goliath here. Charon Boost almost finishing. Got a third CC here. We saw that. Where can we get damage here? No turrets here from RoyaL. Engineering Bayless opening here from the Terran player. Interesting opening. Both players doing a lot of interesting stuff in this PvT. I can see why RJB sent it to me and said this is a high priority one. There's the expand. Okay, so double expanding here to the third and the fourth base pretty much simultaneously. And yeah, no turrets, just Goliaths for the anti-air here for the shuttles. Wow, so RoyaL skips it, and as a result here, right? He's got 49 SCVs. He's got a third base coming up, saving money on a missile turrets that you can spend on, oh, there's the engineering bay. Upgrades, I guess, but that's, mostly gas. Scanning again, seeing, what's this? A Citadel of a Dune? All right, still no carriers. I like it. Observers like, are there turrets all over the place like usual in a PvT? And no, there aren't. You can go right in here as long as RoyaL doesn't see your shimmer. And there we go. Finally, turrets on the way at 8.5 minutes. Engineering bay very late in this PvT. Late range for Dragoons. Late engineering bay for the Terran player. Ow. We need speed lots, right? We need speed lots, Dragoons, we need splash damage, Reavers can help. Psystorm is again an excellent, excellent spell, as always. It is OP, but guess what? Siege tanks are OP as well, so you need something OP and overpowered to take down something that is overpowered. The only good guy, the only way to take down somebody overpowered is to be overpowered yourself. +1 attack. For ground units, we've got Vulture Speed. We've got a third base landing fairly safely here. Observer says, now there are missile turrets. Siege tanks, repositioning. Again, repositioning your army as a Terran player is so important. Like, tanks over there. Yeah, maybe you can get through here. Tanks are like, what? Up the right side we go. And, ow, taking down a tank with the Reaver. Did we lose it? No, we didn't lose the Reaver. I'm liking this. I'm really enjoying this a lot. Hey, you guys might have remembered, but let's see, about last year, maybe 18 months ago or so, I was being sponsored by a website called Polls It. It was a new social media site centered entirely around polling. You can poll your friends, you can poll strangers, you can add images to your polls, add videos to your polls, whatever you want to do. It's kind of a fun thing, and it got approved at the Apple App Store. So you can download the Polls It app now on your iPhone or your iPad or whatever you've got. Check it out. I'll have a link to that in the description. Pretty fun stuff. They are supporting the channel, which is really important stuff. So if you want to support the Falcon Paladin channel for free, download the free app, the Polls It app, or go to the website and sign up there. You can sign in using your Google account, your Apple account, your whatever you got out there, man. You can sign up with a million different ways. It's a good place to be. I sign in with my Google account personally for the Falcon Paladin, so check it out. All right. Before this got too crazy, I did want to highlight that one. So what do we got? 0-0 upgrades, +1's finishing up for the Protoss, +1 attack is done for the Terran. And everything's looking good. This is just 3 basing Terran. He's feeling great. This is a 5 basing Protoss. He's feeling pretty good too. Zealot legs are coming in at 11 minutes. This is such a weird game. Both players delaying really important upgrades, but not really needing them. It's not like RoyaL is setting up an attack where Zealot legs would be necessary. I mean, maybe he is now, and actually that might come true. Hang on a second. Hold your friggin' horses, man. Obs snipe, that's always a win, man. Killing Obs, they are gas, they are important. Triple shuttle drop into the natural, maybe. Hold on, swinging around. Into the nat we go, unloading, Vultures ready to go, Zealots unloading, storming the SCVs, and Archon merging in the battlefield. That's not happening, but whatever. Into the main base we go, SCVs fleeing, storming them, kind of killing his own shuttle there just a little bit. Not what you want to be doing as a High Templar, but that was a really good storm. 57 SCVs, it was 59 4 minutes ago. Now it's back down to 57, up to 59 again, but this saturation in the natural base is not very good from RoyaL. Good storm drop. What do we say against Protoss? Right? How does a good Protoss play? Good storm drops. You can get some good storm drops off. It really helps you a lot. Just because the Terran's going to be really cost efficient, and the more money he has, the more cost efficiency is going to kill you. So, buy some time, right? Zealot legs are done. Psystorm, obviously done. Shuttles have speed, and so do the Zealots. The Shellots have speed. My brain wanted to combine those two words together. Neat. Science facility on the way, whether that's going to be for EMPs. Maybe just science vessels in general. Little D-Matrix, never hurt nobody. And there's the push out, and this is the slowdown. This is the slowdown stage of this match. Can Paralyze hold off the incredibly powerful, incredibly scary 3-basing RoyaL, 185 to 157 supply. Paralyze is up. Paralyze's best matchup is probably PvT. This is something where RJB doesn't send me a lot of PvZs with Paralyze because I think he struggles there, but against PvT, he's got a lot of stuff figured out. He's got a lot of good timings, a lot of good strategies, and it's all paying off here, right? He's 190 supply. We've got a ton of +1 Dragoons, Zealots, everything across the board here. Yeah, 5 bases. Maybe thinking about getting a 6, but down this way, Vulture is checking to make sure there's not a Nexus down here. It's another scan, but I imagine that scan was just out on the map. Yeah, I just want to know where these Dragoons are exactly. Are they eating Spider-Mine shots? Please. Please have them die to Spider-Mines. That'd help me a lot. No, Paralyze is too smart for that. He's got Obs. He's got range on his Dragoons. All that stuff. However, the Terran is very scary. 182 supply. He is taking... Ooh, I thought that was him for a second. Colorblind. It's fine. Not a 4th base, no. Production tab says, nope. Kidder and Amulet's on the way for the Protoss, though. Dragoons trying to block a ramp against infinite Vultures. They've got a cannon supporting them. That's helpful. You want to spider mine the top of this ramp, maybe? Maybe get up? Yeah, all right, they're in. I was going to say, there's no way you have enough to deal with this many vultures crushing into your 5th base. They're attacking gateways, which is not what they want to do. Kill a High Templar. Kill a cannon. Yeah. That's what we want to do. There's a cannon in the mineral line, but this is a lot of vultures, and they've got that +1 attack. So they're fighting against the cannons that are warping in, which is huge. Drop up the left side, though, dropping on top of some of these tanks that are already unsieged. They're ready for this, man. Unloading, zealots, side-storming the tanks. Maybe the SCVs too? No, that was a weird SCV or storm location. All right, well, some SCVs died. It's 52. Remember when it was 59 and then it was 60-something and it was back to 59 and now it's at 52? I remember that. But, okay, the cannons bought enough time for these Dragoons to show up, but every probe is dead in this top right-hand base. 53 to 55 workers, given as good as you get here. A RoyaL science vessels providing detection in case there's Arbiter tech. No real sign of that. No Arbiter tech whatsoever. Psystorm in again. Oh, 4 tanks exploding on Psystorm. What a good spell that is. Zealots coming on in here. Storm loosening up, bruising up the tanks, and then Zealots providing a little extra bit of damage you need to actually kill one of those big brutes. Big behemoths. Trying to land up here to the 4th base at 15 minutes. Reavering down the ramp is very fun, if incredibly scary to do when there are tanks down there. And they've got the siege mode, because of course they do. So he's trying to kill what he can, which is nice. Spider-Man up there, not a vulture. I thought a vulture had snuck back in. Here's killing probes. No, it was not. So Paralyze, 176, 147 supply from RoyaL, 59 to 55 workers. The Progopocalypse up in the top right. Problematic for him, but he's got nexuses, he's got money, he can rebuild the probes. Trying to set up this base down this way. This is why we put cannons here first. So that a vulture can't deny this entire base by himself. Or, you know, bring a Dragoon over. That usually works fine, too. Reaver trying to get what here? He wants a Reaver shot? Yeah, he does. He takes a shot. No, he takes 2 shots from the tanks. The stupid Reaver doesn't fire. Paralyzes, cursing in Korean. It's like, son of a biscuits. What are we doing here, Reaver? I need you to shoot, man. Can you imagine if Artosis played Protoss? He complains about a lot of things, right? SCV's not building buildings. Upgrades not making. But, man, if he had to worry about Reavers and they didn't shoot for him, the rage would be outstanding. It would be pristine quality outrage, wouldn't it? He should play Protoss more often. And make Reavers. Don't skip Reavers. Come on. Make Reavers like the pros do. That's how we do it. Protoss thinking about expanding bottom left. Hey, guess what? One Spider-Mine says no. Vulture run by Storm killing. Wow. We don't see Storm kill Vultures very often. That was really cleanly done. Nope, that's a nice wall. Zealots thought about jumping in there, but there were 2 supply depots, and it takes too long to smash through that, and then you die. So what do we got? We got shuttles. Fancy. Shuttle man, gateway man, whatever you want to call it. I've heard it called both ways here. No sign of arbiters, no sign of carriers at all today. So it's going to be, honestly, pretty chill. Not one base has gone down. Not a Nexus has died. Not a command center has died. There have been delays on expansions. There have been SCVs killed and Protoss probes died as well. Because that's what they're officially called, is a Protoss probe. Up the left side, down the left side. Getting scanned, getting caught out. Paralyze, I don't know, man. This tank spread is kind of intimidating across the whole center of the map. He is man spreading on the subway. What are you going to do about it, Paralyze? Nothing. He's just going to fall back. I can't unload in any of these places. RoyaL's army control is so good. Screw it, we ball, he says. There you go. Zealot bombing on the tank. Psystorm brews it. Spider-Mine getting triggered on top of a tank there almost, but no. Psystorm in north as well. Chasing away some of those Goliaths does cut this whole attack in half. And by that I mean the whole southern half of the snake of the Terran is gone. It is gonzo babonzo. 150 to 151 supply. That was not great for the Protoss. He needs to have more money to remax faster. He does. He's got more money. He's throwing up 5 Dragoons at a time, 3, 4 Zealots at a time. That doesn't stop this army from moving now. the remnants of this group need to get up here and actually shut this down, but RoyaL is moving for the 6 o'clock. Double expanding bottom left here is the Protoss. Actually, already expanded there. Paralyze. Can he hold on? He can afford to lose this base, I think. I'm pretty sure he can afford to lose this base and he'll be okay. He needs to get the probes out of there, though. Drives me nuts. Like, you have shuttles. Protoss players that don't evacuate their probes in situations like this, I don't understand it. Do it now. I know you probably want to get as many minerals as you can from these mineral patches before the Nexus dies and the probes die. But man, save these probes. Put them over on this base. I don't understand why that doesn't happen. DTs are out. Hold on. Swamp. Swamp, swamp. Swamp, swamp. All right, we're getting tank kills. This is working okay. By tank kills, I mean tank kill. Storm on the SCVs. At that 12 o'clock, 54 SCVs. This guy was at 59 SCVs on like 2 bases at the 11-minute mark, and he cannot get much higher than that. The harassment has been insane and consistent from Paralyze today. He does save this bit. No, he doesn't. The Nexus is dead. No, he doesn't save it. The probes run. Probably rebuild a Nexus here. You've got the money for it. You have the probes, but I guess there's 100,000 other things you're worrying about right now. Like, for example, the Terran is trying to take the natural base of the main that you took in the top right spawn here on Radeon. That's not a good time. Nobody wants that to happen. I mean, the Terran does, but no Protoss player wants that to happen. They don't want to share an entire base with their enemy. This is always a funny situation to me. It's like, oh, no, it'll be fine. Look. I brought some tanks as a housewarming gift. You're going to throw down Psy Storms on me. Are we busting through this? It's not actually a wall. Zealous just kind of ran through it, which I don't know that RoyaL thought that was a wall. I kind of thought that was a wall. Maybe Paralyze thought that was a wall, and maybe RoyaL thought that was a wall, but no. Definitely not. There's a lot of tanks on the low ground. This gets rebuffed too. Paralyze is in trouble. He cannot nice the Matrix. He cannot allow the Terran to expand and kill a Protoss base at the same time. It's hard to be like, you know, Paralyze played pretty well, and I think he's going to lose here. But, you know, you can take RoyaL at 20 minutes as a Protoss. You're probably doing fine. You slowed him down enough. He didn't just walk across the map at 15 minutes and kill you. This is 20 minutes in, right? I mean, RoyaL's getting EMP, so he's taking you seriously. If you thought you sucked, you would probably just use vultures and tanks, come down across the map, and shut you down. He has to get spells. He's got to get higher level stuff to make it happen. This is not. This is not working. Hey, there's a tank down. Hey, there's no tanks inside the base now. That counts for something. Did he evac probes? No. Does he have space in that shuttle to evac probes? Yes. He's making an Oricon. These Zealots are trying to clear out the tank position in the middle of the map, but no, I don't see that happening. And neither do you. Oh, and that's a GG. Paralyze is like, yeah. If I'm not crushing this middle position, I am a dead nerd. This base is dead. Too many bases for the Terran. Once he has this and he establishes this, that's over. The center of the map belongs to the Terran here, too. It just could not make it happen. Couldn't do it. This was the engagement here, right? He brings the command center over. He sets up the tanks on the low ground. Not enough gateways up here. Probably want, 6, 7, 8 gateways up here. Make a ton of Zealots. Make a bunch of Psy Storm. Try to high ground Storm. Run the Zealots down. Deal with it. Maybe a little bit Reaver stuff too, but not enough. Not enough to shove the Terran out of this position. Somebody like Snow would have shoved the Terran out of this position. Or at least come very close to doing it. But Paralyze is not quite there yet. Didn't have the production to do it. Didn't really have. I guess he had some of the money to do it, but yeah. Terran never loses the base. Lost some SCVs, right? Definitely lost, 20, maybe 30 SCVs in this game. It's kind of a big deal in 20 minutes. But he's at 64 workers at the end. He's replacing them extremely well. Again, a weird game. Like a very strange game with the no Dragoon range, no engineering bay for most of the first 10 minutes, into late Zealot leg upgrade. Yeah, and then just no carriers, no arbiters, no nothing. Good expanding, but not enough at the end. So that's a GG. All right, well, that right there is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Let's check out this final score real quick before we get too far out of here. I just kind of went onto autopilot on that one. But yeah, End of the game. RoyaL outproduced the Protoss player, outkilled the Protoss player Paralyze. Got outconstructed, but outraised by a 4-to-1 ratio. The outspend by the Protoss was there, but simply not enough. And better luck next time, Paralyze. Maybe you'll make ASL 22. Maybe you'll beat RoyaL. That'd be cool. But for now, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Yeah.